The Gauntlet, Betrayal. In the night, the metallic room had grown eerily quiet after the brutal elimination of 47 players. Only 3 remained. Alex, player 345. Driven by the desperate hope of saving his sick daughter. Maria, player 289. Cold and calculating but visibly shaken after the gamble's chaos. Jason, player 007. A soldier with a hardened resolve and nothing left to lose. The synthetic voice had gone silent for now, giving them no instructions, no immediate threats. A single door had opened at the edge of the room, leading them into a dim, featureless sleeping chamber lined with 3 simple cots. The air was thick with distrust. "Looks like they're giving us a break," Jason muttered, his voice low and gravelly. "Or setting us up for something worse," Maria said flatly, sitting on the edge of one cot. Her eyes still scanning for patterns, even in the room's simplicity. Alex said nothing. His hands were steady, but his mind raced. He'd survived this long by staying sharp and thinking ahead. He wasn't about to let his guard down now. The uneasy night. Alex chose the cot closest to the wall, his back against the cold metal surface. He folded his arms and leaned against it, keeping his eyes half-lidded but alert. Jason lay down across the room, his posture deceptively relaxed. His military instincts told him the same thing Alex already knew: trust no one. Maria, however, seemed less concerned. She lay back on her cot, closing her eyes without a second thought. "She's either brave or stupid," Jason murmured, just loud enough for Alex to hear. "Both," Alex replied quietly. The minutes dragged on, the tension in the room thick enough to choke on. Betrayal in the dark. Alex's eyes flickered open when he heard the faintest rustle of movement. Jason had shifted silently from his cot, his form a shadow moving across the room. Alex didn't move, watching as Jason crept toward Maria's cot. Maria's breathing was steady, oblivious to the danger. Jason's face was hard, devoid of hesitation. He moved swiftly, wrapping one arm around Maria's neck and pressing a hand over her mouth. Her eyes shot open, wide with terror, as she struggled against him. She kicked and thrashed, but Jason was strong, too strong. The struggle lasted only seconds before Maria went limp. Jason lowered her onto the cot, his breath steady, his expression cold. Silence returned to the room, broken only by Jason's whispered words. "She was never going to let either of us leave alive." Alex's heart pounded, but he kept his face neutral. He knew better than to react emotionally. Jason had made his move, and now only 2 players remained. The final 2. Jason straightened, his eyes meeting Alex's across the room. "Just you and me now," Jason said quietly. Alex nodded slowly. "Guess so." Neither man moved. The room felt like a coiled spring, ready to snap. They both knew the truth. Only one of them would walk out alive. But not yet. Not tonight. "I'll see you in the next game," Jason said, retreating to his cot. Alex didn't respond, but his mind was already racing, plotting his next move. The Gauntlet wasn't done with them yet. And neither was he.